The rain fell in silver sheets over Charlotte that February night in 2026, drumming against the windows of the small apartment where Elias Crow sat hunched over his laptop. He was 34, unemployed since the last AI wave took his coding job, and lately obsessed with one question: what if they really are still out there? Elias had started with the usual rabbit holes: YouTube compilations of triangle hand signs at award shows, backward messages and old pop songs, the eye of Providence staring from dollar bills like it knew his PIN. But the deeper he dug, the more the story fractured. Once, long ago, there really had been an Illuminati. In 1776, the same year some upstart colonists declared independence across the ocean, a Bavarian professor named Adam Weishaupt gathered a handful of students in Ingolstadt. They called themselves the Order of Perfectibilists, then the Illuminati, the Enlightened Ones. Weishaupt, a former Jesuit turned fierce rationalist, despised the chokehold of church and monarchy on thought. His plan was simple yet audacious: infiltrate Freemason lodges, recruit the intelligent and influential, and quietly steer society toward reason, away from superstition and inherited power. No blood oaths or devil worship, just ciphers, pseudonyms, and a ladder of secret grades: novice, minerval, Illuminatus minor, all the way to Rex. They grew fast. At their peak, maybe 1,300 to 2,500 members scattered across Europe, including some minor nobles and intellectuals. But secrets that big don't stay secret. By 1784, the Bavarian government, egged on by the Catholic Church, banned them. Raids followed. Papers were seized. Weishaupt fled into exile. By 1787, the order was officially dead, erased from records like a program wiped from a server. That should have been the end. Yet almost immediately, the ghost refused to die. In 1797–98, two books, one by a French Jesuit named Baruel, another by Scottish scientist John Robison, claimed the Illuminati hadn't vanished at all. They had simply gone deeper underground, puppeteering the French Revolution, plotting to destroy religion and monarchy everywhere. The theory spread like fever. Over the next 2 centuries, it attached itself to everything: the Bolsheviks, the Rothschilds, the New World Order, rock stars flashing triangles, presidents swearing on suspiciously symbolic Bibles. Elias scrolled through another forum post claiming Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and half of Silicon Valley were card-carrying members. He laughed, then stopped, because the laugh felt hollow. He closed the laptop and stared at the rain-streaked window. His reflection looked back, tired eyes ringed with too many late nights. Suppose, just suppose, they had survived. Not as cartoon villains in hoods chanting in basements. That was theater for the internet age. No, the real move would be elegance. Disband publicly. Let the conspiracy theorists scream and point at hand signs and pyramids. Become the noise itself. Hide in plain sight by letting everyone chase the myth until the myth became the camouflage. What if the true Illuminati had learned the ultimate lesson from Weishaupt's failure? Never leave paper trails again. No membership lists, no headquarters, just quiet networks of people who understood leverage, venture capitalists who fund the right startups, algorithm designers who shape what billions see first, policy advisors who whisper in the right ears at Davos or Bilderberg, or wherever the real conversations happen now. Not control, influence. A nudge here, a filter there, until the world bends just enough. Elias thought about the past decade, how fast entire populations could be moved, how algorithms knew desires before people did, how crises seemed to arrive with perfect timing to justify new controls. Coincidence or choreography? He stood up, walked to the window, pressed his palm against the cold glass. If they existed now, they wouldn't recruit him. He was nobody. Too loud online, too broke, too obvious. But maybe that was the point. The best cover was irrelevance. Somewhere in the city, lights beyond the rain, decisions were being made that would shape the next decade. Not in smoky rooms, but in encrypted chats, board meetings, closed-door briefings, people who never said the word Illuminati because they didn't need to. Elias exhaled fog onto the pane and drew a small, upside-down triangle with his finger. It ran and vanished almost instantly. He smiled for the first time in weeks. They didn't need to exist as a club with robes and rituals. They only needed enough people in enough places who believed the same thing Weishaupt had believed, that history could be steered by those who saw clearest. And maybe, just maybe, they were winning. Outside, the rain kept falling, indifferent, washing the streets clean for another day.